Alright, this is my pinball stepper motor Arduino circuit. Alright, the whole point of a pinball machine is that when the button on the side of the machine is pressed, the flipper will extend a certain amount as long as the button is pressed and remain there, and then it will go back when the button is released. So I have a button here and I'm using a stepper motor for the flipper. When the button is pressed, the stepper motor will extend to a certain point and then it will remain there until the button is released, upon which it will step backwards. It is a little slow, but that's because this stepper motor is not the fastest, but I will be able to rebuild it with a faster stepper motor. This is the code that I used for this project. And yeah. All right, this is a breakdown of the pinball machine code. So this is being coded using the Arduino software. So the first thing I'm going to do is include the stepper class so I can use the commands to run the stepper motor. Then I create a couple of variables to hold some values, and then this variable here I use as part of the logic for the coding. Then the next thing I do is I create a stepper motor. Traditionally, you'd include the steps per evolution. In this case, it's 64, and I just hold that value in a variable. And then you initialize it 8, 9, 10, 11. But in this case, it's 8, 10, 9, 11 because this motor doesn't work traditionally with the stepper class because it's a half stepper motor. I'll get a normal one when I recreate the circuit, and that won't be an issue. All right, so then in my setup, I set the speed of the stepper motor, and I initialize a button at the button pin where I also held the value here, and I initialize it as an input. So then in my loop, I set current equal to the value that is read at the button pin, and if it's high, then it steps back, and this step back value, which I included 0, is 0, then it'll step back, and then it'll set step back to 1, so that while the button is pressed, it'll only step back once, and then otherwise, if it's being read as low and step back is 0, so it would have to be originally, so it would have to have been pressed for this to take effect. It will step the other direction.